So now we've learned how to log into HomeBase. Let's have a look at step 2 and learn how to navigate our way around it. And once you've logged into HomeBase, the very first thing you'll always see is what we will refer to as the home page. And at the very top right of the home page, you'll see what we call the personal sidebar. This includes the search for HomeBase, your Outlook, access to Outlook, your news feed, OneDrive, other sites, your own profile area, and following steps will explain how to use these. Down here we have what we refer to as the global navigation bar. This gives you links to other pages throughout the site. So let's click on one of those now. Let's have a look at the health and safety. Then on the left hand side we have what we refer to as the quick launch navigation, and it flicks between one page and the next page. So if I click on health and safety, it will appear another couple of pages, so I select one of those and it takes me down to where I want to look at. And then I can go and select another one on the left hand side and then select another page from there. So now let's have a look at the ribbon, what the ribbon can do for us. So most of you will be familiar with what a ribbon is if you've used Microsoft products. It's pretty standard throughout all of the Microsoft products. In HomeBase, you need to be either in a list or in a library or in the calendar for it to appear. So if I just go to say forms, where we have a list of different forms, and which is also a library, then if I tick one of these forms, then up will appear the ribbon at the top here, files and then library. So most of the options that you'll want to be able to use, you'll be able to. You'll be limited in the ribbon by your access to HomeBase, and then we'll provide further information down the track depending on your role. So the next thing we need to have a look at is what's referred to as the ellipsis. That's the three little dots here that you'll find throughout different areas of HomeBase. And if you click on that, it's like using the right click on your mouse. It'll then show you different options that you can select from. So the next thing we need you to look at is what we refer to as a hyperlink. Again, some of you will be familiar with these already, but it's when I go to hover my mouse over text where there is a hyperlink, you'll see it changes to a hand, which means that you can click on that document or the link and it'll open for you like this. And this is the notice of cancellation of general agency. So it hasn't opened into a new page up the top here, so I'm just going to arrow back. Okay, so just be aware of that. When the arrow changes to a hand, that means it's a hyperlink, meaning you can click on it and it's going to open whatever's there. Okay, so now let's have a look at what we refer to as breadcrumbs. So further down I dig into HomeBase, let's say if I was to click on to say Property Suite and then Sales Support, you'll see up the top here that it's got HomeBase, Knowledge Base, Support. If I want to go back to the Knowledge Base, I just click on that and it's just a quick way around going back to where you need to go to. So it's just a quick way around of going to where you want to go to. That's called, and that's referred to as breadcrumbs. So then to return to HomeBase's homepage, we've got a few options. I can click the HomeBase up the top here. I can click the logo here, or I can click HomeBase here. It brings us back to HomeBase. So that's how you navigate your way around the basics of HomeBase to get you started. As a reminder again, we'll come down to getting started with HomeBase to show you where you can print out the quick guide for step 2, navigation, finding your way around. And we encourage you to go now and have a look at the next video on step 3, important links.